The mirror in my grandmother's attic showed me things that weren't there. At first, I thought it was just my imagination playing tricks after finding her old journal filled with warnings about the glass. She wrote about seeing faces that belonged to people who never existed, hearing whispers from rooms that had been empty for decades. I should have listened. The first night I brought it to my apartment, I caught glimpses of movement in my peripheral vision. A shadow that walked independently of any light source. A woman in a white dress standing behind me when I brushed my teeth, gone the moment I turned around. My reflection started arriving a split second after I did, like it was catching up from somewhere else entirely. Sleep became impossible. Every time I closed my eyes, I felt watched. The whispers grew louder, speaking in languages that sounded familiar but made no sense. My own voice started echoing back to me from empty rooms, having conversations I never remembered starting. The breaking point came when I realized the woman in white wasn't just in the mirror anymore. She was sitting at my kitchen table, pouring tea for two. When I blinked, she was gone, but the teacup remained warm. I smashed the mirror that night, but the fragments reflected infinite versions of my terrified face. Each shard showed a different expression of fear I had never made. The whispers turned to laughter as I swept up the pieces, and I understood the horrible truth. The mirror hadn't been showing me things that weren't there. It had been showing me things that were always there, waiting in the spaces between what we choose to see and what actually exists. Some doors should never be opened.